Welcome to Jaguar News. I am Maurice Holloway, and today's show we will be bringing you winter sports with Evelyn Toledo.
Today in Jaguar News for winter sports, we bring you soccer. I'm Shazid Figueroa, and this is
Coach Diaz.
And today we got some questions for him. One being, what is the most rewarding part of being a coach?
The most rewarding part is to spend time with the kids to help them to become a better athlete and better person as well. And it's just a lot of fun to spend time with them.
Are you looking forward to this winter season, and what goals do you currently have?
We cannot wait to begin our soccer season already. The goals are to be in the top 16 and obviously make it to the playoffs. That's how you make it to the playoffs. And once you make it to the playoffs, that's where the fun begins, because you just have to win or win. There is no any other choice.
And we have Coach?
Coach Smith.
For the upcoming winter season, how are you preparing for your students to win?
So the good news is, as an incoming coach, is a new coach. We already have a winning culture here at South, which is really great to be a part of. So Coach Diaz we have a winning history and a lot of success already in place. And it really starts at practice, like we're at right now, just with the focus every day on trying to win. And everything we do is about that. So working really hard, training hard, and it just carries over to the games. So it's a daily mindset, really.
And we have
Alfredo Melchor, the JV coach.
Do you feel like the team has grown together and improved?
Yeah, the team has improved and they have grown together. I mean, kind of happens naturally when you spend so much time together at the end of the day. Obviously, we as coaches try to do exercises to help them interact together and get better as well. So, yeah, I mean, from when we first started to now, we're ready for the season.
And we have?
Jesus Campos, the varsity soccer team captain.
So what do you think is essential in participating in soccer?
What I think is essential in participating in soccer would be having a good mindset and having a good connection with your teammates. Another thing would be having good grades, and one more thing would be being fit. You have to be fit.
And with us we have?
Michael Greenwood III, midfielder for South Mountain.
And your question is going to be, what are the team conduct rules and how do they compare to those for non-student athletes?
Well, for the team, we have to be disciplined, just like you have to be in class. So it's all about respect on the team. We like to mess around sometimes, but we also want to be serious so we can go far in the season.
And we have?
Randy Valenzuela. I'm also the captain of the South Mountain varsity soccer team.
And the question we have for you is, why do you think you were chosen as the soccer team captain?
I believe I was chosen as the captain because, it's my fourth year playing, and I'm also the senior. So I think that I was chosen because I'm also the last state champ, and I think that would be good for me to lead the team.
Hopefully the soccer team did good this season. How do you feel about the construction? Here's Nico Garcia showing you how to be safe around the new building.
So South Mountain High School has been under construction since the end of last year, and now we're finally seeing some progress. But you must also stay very careful of signs like these and stay out of those areas. Next, I'm going to bring you a student with his views on this topic.
I think it's a good thing because South is finally changing up the school.
Really do like how this campus is turning out though, and it's a shame I won't really be able to see it when it's done. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Jaguar News.
It's nice to see South Mountain changing the campus. Here's Ricardo Medina showing you how to prepare yourself for Valentine's Day.
My name is Ricardo Medina, and today I will bring you guys how to prepare yourself for Valentine's Day.
I prepare myself for Valentine's Day by ordering everything ahead, and I ask what she likes before, even Valentine's Day is out.
The way I prepare myself for Valentine's Day is that I save up money because I personally have a girlfriend. So the way I prepare myself is I save myself money, so I know when the time gets closer for Valentine's Day that I go out and I go shop and I go buy what I need to buy and buy just gifts and cards and chocolate, for Valentine's Day, to get kind of into the theme. But that's pretty much how I go prepare.
I hope you'll be able to get your loved one a gift. Have you ever thought about publishing your own book? Well, one of our teachers here at South published her own.
Boy, I got racks, where my cash straight, yeah, been had that, been right that, boy you mad, late, yeah, I got racks, so this girl keep tryna.
I'm Kyrie Ware reporting for Jaguar News, and this week we'll be speaking to one of our very own teachers here at South Mountain that has published their own book.
Okay, I was a reporter in television and print, 10 years in TV and about 5 years in print, and you tell stories, and they're short. Granted, you only get about a minute and a half in TV, or you did when I was in television, or you get 500 words in the newspaper, but telling a story is the same, whether it's 300 pages or whether it's a short newspaper story. So when I started writing in the newspaper, I really enjoyed telling stories, and I think it was just a natural extension to start writing novels. A Light in the Desert was inspired by a couple of different things. There were a few newspaper articles I read that were interesting to me about certain subjects, one of which was the sabotage of an Amtrak train out in Hyder, Arizona in 1995. That case remains unsolved today, so it's a cold case, and it was a recreation of the wreck of a train in 1929 in Harney, Nevada, where I think 24 people were killed. My other inspiration was a dear friend of mine who was a Vietnam veteran who's now deceased. He was a Special Forces Green Beret in Vietnam, and he came home very troubled from the war and suffered from post-traumatic stress and Agent Orange poisoning, which eventually killed him. And he told me a lot of stories about Vietnam, and the protagonist is a troubled sniper from the Vietnam era, and a lot of the stories that are about that man are actual stories that happened to my friend. So I wrote it for my friend Don Clarkson.
Cool that she published her own book.
What do you think of when you hear the words domestic violence? Do you think of a man hurting a woman, or how about a woman hurting a man? More than 40% of domestic violence victims are male. We're going to be going around South Mountain High School asking students who they think abuses who more. So let's get into this.
My name's Kyrie, and I'm a junior. I think the female abuses the male more.
I'm Amy Marquez, and I'm a junior. I believe that both genders can play the part of abusing because they both have the ability to hurt each other.
My name is Ricardo Medina, and I am a junior. I think guys abuse more because they're stronger and they have a stronger character than girls.
Heather Jankoski. In teen relationships, I think that males abuse the females more.
If you or someone you know is being abused in a relationship, speak up. Don't be afraid. Here's the hotline number. And remember, love is respect.
Domestic violence is a plague that's affecting teens in a dangerous way.
In teen relationships, domestic violence comes in many forms.
Physical, emotional, verbal, and so on.
Domestic violence can take place in a heterosexual or same-sex relationship.
Nearly 23% of females and 14% of males experience some sort of violence by their partner before the age of 18.
To all my fellow teens, if you or a friend are in a domestic violence relationship, please call the hotline number 602-279-2900 because love is respect. And if you're in a domestic violence relationship where you're being abused mentally, physically, or verbally, that is not respect. So you should try your hardest to get out of that relationship because your life matters to us and your life matters to others.
Welcome to Jaguar News. I'm reporter Maurice Holloway here to welcome you to a new year and also to give a shout out to a few of the seniors who will be graduating May 22nd, 2019.
Yes, I do feel like teenage violence is a big deal because teens aren't speaking up and talking about their personal issues in their relationship, and I feel like that makes a bigger impact on all this.
Yes, because you could die from it or commit suicide, so you should talk to somebody.
I think teen dating violence is a big deal because there's a lot of it going on and not that many people really speak out about it when they're being abused in their relationship and stuff like that. So I think what they can do is probably just talk to a friend or someone they really trust about that situation and get help about it.
A lot of high school kids are experiencing physical abuse and are speaking up about it like they should. I suggest if you're one of those kids, you speak up about it. Don't keep it inside, because the more you keep it inside, the digger the hole you're deep in. And you don't want that hole to get deeper. Speak up about it. Reach out to someone.
Next time on Jaguar News.